Hello, everyone, and welcome back. In today's session, we will be looking at how you can work with your CloudWatch dashboards. So, we'll understand what is CloudWatch dashboards. Followed by that, we'll also look at hands-on as to how we can create your dashboards in the CloudWatch service. So, in the last session, we've looked at your introduction to your CloudWatch service. So, once again, CloudWatch service is simply the monitoring service that we have in your AWS. So at any point, if you want to monitor the resources, the AWS resources or the applications that we are running on AWS, if you want to monitor them, we can make use of your CloudWatch. Once again, before I start off with the session, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So your dashboards are simply your customizable home pages, which we can use to monitor the resources. It could be your EC2 instances, your S3 buckets, your VPC. So basically any of your AWS resources, and all of these can be monitored in a single view. For example, here, if you look at this particular screenshot, I have different graphs created. So this is for RDS, this is for some application. Likewise, I have different applications. So all of these resources can be monitored in one single view, even if these resources are spread across different regions. So even if these resources are running in different regions, I would still be able to create a single view, and I can start monitoring all of these resources in one single place. All right. So the resources, like I said, we can use it to monitor, create a single view. We can also make use of this dashboards to create a customized view of your AWS resources, and also create a CloudWatch alarm. So, if you want to take some actions, let's say, for example, we are monitoring the CPU of the EC2 instance, and if it reaches a certain threshold, we can create an alarm which will take an action. All right. So your dashboards are simply used to create a visualization for the resources that you are monitoring. Let's say if you're in the home page, you can search for your CloudWatch service, and let's open that up. So when you open this up, you should be able to see the CloudWatch dashboard. So your dashboard also will look more or less something like this, depending on how long you've been using this. I've been using this for quite some time. I've created some resources, so the view is slightly different than what you would see. Now, in order to create our dashboard, so here you can see this dashboard. So you can go to that. And just for the sake of example, I've already created one dashboard. So here, if I go to that dashboard, I should be able to see a single view. So I can see the CPU utilization, and you can see here I have multiple resources. So if I expand this, I should be able to see the CPU utilization for different servers. So you can see these are my EC2 instances. Now I have this control machine, I have this another server called project demo, and I should be able to see the CPU utilization of that. I can also filter this based on my time. So let's say I want to see the CPU utilization for the last 1 week. I should be able to see that. So you can see these spikes. That's basically the CPU utilization that I have. You can also set this to maybe, let's say, 1 minute, and you can set this. So there are different options that are available, but this is simply your visualization. All right. So likewise, you can create a single view. So here I have network packets in. Likewise, you can create dashboards for something else, some other AWS resources, and this will give us a single view of the AWS resources that we want to monitor. All right. So with dashboards, we can do the following. We can create the following. We can create a single view for the selected metric. So in this case, if you see, we are creating a single view for my CPU utilization for network packets in. So likewise, you can create a single view for the selected metrics, and this will help us to assess the overall health of the AWS resources and also the applications which are running on these AWS resources. We can also create an operational playbooks that can be used by the team members for any operational events and how to respond to those specific events. So instructions as to if there's an issue, how they can respond to that, we can create that. And then we can also create a common view. So in this case, if you see, this is a common view that I have for multiple instances. I can also create a view for one single metric for one resource only, even that is possible. So A common view for your critical resources and application measurements, which can then be shared by team members for faster communication flow during any operational events. All right. Now, there are different ways that you can create your dashboard. So you can use your CloudWatch console. So I'll be showing you that. And then you can also make use of your CLI commands. You can also make use of your API calls. So we can use this put dashboard API operation to create your dashboards, CloudWatch dashboards in the service. Now, how do you create your dashboard? So you can go to the home page, the dashboard of your CloudWatch service. You can go to dashboards and you can start creating a dashboard. Now, you can give it a name. So let's say, for example, I want to monitor my RDS database. So it's user defined. You can give whatever name you want. So I'm calling it as RDS database. Then you can choose whether you want metrics, you want logs, or you want alarms. So in our case, we are going with metrics. And how do you want to display that data? So you want line, you want numbers, stacked area, pie chart, or how do you want to display that? Default is line, so we'll go with that. And then with which resource do you want to monitor? So in our case, we are creating a RDS dashboard. So depending on the services that you have been using, you should be able to see the services here. If you're new to AWS, you may not be able to see all these things. The reason I'm seeing this is because I've been working with these services for quite some time now. If you're not able to see, don't worry. It just means that you have not worked with the services, and metrics are not available. The historical metrics is not available for those services. All right. So in order to work with this, you might only have EC2. So let me go with EC2 itself. All right, just to avoid any confusions. Now, what metrics do you want to show? Do you want to show the auto scaling group metrics or per instance metrics? So we'll go with the per instance metrics, and then you can choose. So depending on the instances that you are running. So in my case, I have two EC2 instances that I currently I have in my EC2 service. So I have the control machine, which is in the stopped state, and then I have the project demo. So let me take the instance ID of project demo, and I can search for that over here, right? And I should be able to see the metrics. So these are the available metrics. Now these metrics, these are also available in your EC2. So if you go to this monitoring section, you should be able to find them. Now what we are doing is we're simply taking these metrics and we are creating a single view visualization of those metrics. So let's say I want to monitor the disk writes. All right, so disk write bytes, I'll select that. Likewise, we'll select the other instance, which is my control machine. And okay, it does not show. So okay, let me take the instance ID. We'll take the instance ID and let me search for that. Okay, so there I have it. So again, we are looking at your disk write bytes, right? And then we'll create this widget. So this will create a widget for me, right? So this becomes a common view for two EC2 instances, and this is for your disk write bytes. Now, let's say I want to see for the last 1 week. I don't have any data. Maybe for the last 3 months. Yeah, so I don't really have any data, any metrics. So, but if you had, it will show you a graph like the one that I showed you for my CPU utilization. Likewise, if you want to create one more widget, you can do it. So you can click on this plus symbol. Again, we are going with the line. And then what do you want to monitor? So again, we want to monitor EC2. I want to monitor per instance, and then the instance ID. So in now, let's say I want to monitor the maybe the disk writes operations, just for the sake of example. So I'll create this widget. Okay, so no data available. So again, you may change the timeline. But unfortunately, I don't have any data. There's not much data available. But if you had data, it will show you the widget, the graph for you. Likewise, you can create different dashboards, different graphs for your resources, and this becomes a single view for the resources that we want to monitor. All right. So again, like I said, so let's say we'll go with this for the sake of example. I'll create this widget, and let me adjust this for the last 3 days. Again, the instance is stopped, so I can add one more instance to that. So let me edit this, and let's go to browse EC2, and we'll select the instance which is in the running status. Let's go with this. I'll take the instance ID and I'll provide that over here, and we are looking at CPU credit usage. So you can see this graph. So this is what I'm talking about. So let me update this. So now you can see there is a graph available. So the orange basically indicates the second instance. Blue, I don't have any data, so that's why it's empty. All right. Let me edit this as well. So let me add the instance over here as well. So here we are monitoring the disk write operations. Where is my disk writes? Okay, so there's my disk write operations, and we'll update this. Okay, so it's very small data, so that's why it does not show you, but this is how you can create, and then you can save this, and this is how you can create your dashboards, and you can start monitoring them. So you can see I have one for the app server, I have RDS. So likewise, you can monitor any of your resources you want depending on the resources that you have been using. So let's say now I'll go with number, and maybe I'll go with my S3 service, which is a storage service, then the storage metrics, and what's the number of objects I have, let's say. So I can select that, right? So number of objects, then they'll create this widget. Okay, so you can see, so in this particular bucket I have one object, in this particular bucket I have 4 objects, in this bucket I have 9 objects, and I can save this. So likewise, I can create different widgets. All right, so like I said, your dashboards are simply your visualization tools. You can use this to visualize your metrics, and then it's a quick navigation. You can create a single view for all the metrics that you want to monitor, and if you want to take some actions based on that, you can take actions as well. All right, so this is essentially what your CloudWatch dashboards are. So once again, CloudWatch dashboards can be used whenever you want to visualize, you want to create a view for the metrics that you've been monitoring. You can make use of your dashboards for that. This can be really useful when you want to have a quick glance on the resources that you've been using, the metrics that's been utilized. Could be your CPU utilization, could be your network utilization. You can make use of your dashboards for that. That's all I have for this session. Thank you once again. Before you leave, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, leave a like and please share the video.